through the night like a whispering storm. She moves unseen where the shadows are born. A hunter's grace with a bow drawn tight.
Frozen tears of Eldoria. The air grew colder as Maiya ventured into the heart of Eldoria's frozen wastes. The land was a stark contrast to the lush forests and vibrant cities she had once known. Here, ice blanketed the ground in thick layers, and jagged peaks loomed like silent sentinels over the forsaken landscape. The silent huntress words still echoed in her mind. The seal has been broken. Malakar is no longer the only threat. Maiya's fingers tightened around her bow. If the darkness was truly spreading beyond Malakar's control, then she had little time to waste. The Frozen Keep. Maiya's journey led her to an ancient fortress buried beneath the ice, its towers barely visible through the relentless snowfall. According to the old legends, this was the last refuge of the Frostborn Sentinels, a group of warriors who had once guarded a sacred relic of balance. The gates were sealed shut, encrusted with layers of frost. With careful precision, Maiya notched an arrow, its tip glowing with the faint energy of her enchanted bow. She loosed the shot, and upon impact, the ice cracked and shattered, revealing the path within. A deep silence greeted her as she stepped inside. Statues of fallen warriors lined the grand hall, their faces frozen in expressions of anguish. The cold gnawed at her skin, but a deeper chill clawed at her soul. Something was wrong here. And then, she saw them. The Frostborn Sentinels were not dead. They were cursed. The Weeping Warriors. Their eyes glowed with an eerie blue light, and their movements were unnatural, stiff, like marionettes pulled by invisible strings. The first sentinel raised his sword, frost trailing from the blade as he let out a guttural snarl. Maiya barely had time to react before they attacked. She rolled to the side as a massive warhammer smashed into the ground where she had stood moments before. Arrows wouldn't be enough here. These warriors were bound by something far more sinister than mere ice. Then she heard it, a whisper beneath the howling winds. A sorrowful lament woven into the air itself. It was coming from the depths of the fortress. Maiya ducked beneath another swing, loosing a concussive arrow that sent a group of sentinels sprawling. She didn't waste time engaging further. Instead, she sprinted deeper into the keep, following the spectral wail that called to her. The Queen of Ice and Sorrow. At the heart of the fortress lay a frozen throne, and upon it sat a spectral figure. Her form was translucent, shimmering like ice caught in the sunlight. A silver crown adorned her head, and frozen tears trailed down her pale cheeks. "Who dares enter my prison?" Her voice was soft, yet it carried the weight of centuries. Maiya steadied herself. "I seek the truth of Eldoria's fall." The queen's sorrowful gaze lingered on her for a moment before she gestured to the cursed warriors outside. "They were my people. Once protectors of balance, now lost to the curse of the Frozen Covenant." Maiya's heart clenched. Can they be saved? The queen shook her head. "Not as they are. But there may yet be hope." She extended her hand, revealing a shard of ice that pulsed with a dim light. "Take this. It holds the last remnants of their souls. If you can reach the core of the Frozen Covenant and break the curse, they will find peace." Maiya hesitated, then took the shard. It was cold, but not painfully so. Instead, it felt sorrowful. "How do I find the core?" The queen's expression darkened. "It lies beneath the glacier, guarded by something far worse than the sentinels. The beast beneath the ice." Maiya descended into the icy caverns beneath the fortress, the air growing heavier with each step. The walls shimmered with trapped spirits, their faces flickering in and out of sight. The Frozen Covenant was no mere curse, it was a prison for countless souls. At the heart of the cavern, a massive crystal pulsed with dark energy. And coiled around it was a creature unlike anything Maiya had ever seen. A massive ice serpent, its scales reflecting the ghostly blue light, its eyes burning with hunger. As soon as Maiya stepped forward, the beast lunged. She dove aside as its tail crashed into the ice, sending shards flying in all directions. Notching an arrow, she aimed for its glowing core, but the serpent was fast. Too fast. Maiya needed another plan. She reached into her pouch, pulling free the soul shard the queen had given her. Holding it up, she whispered a single word. Balance. The shard pulsed, sending a wave of energy through the cavern. The spirits trapped in the ice flickered to life, their forms rising like mist. The serpent recoiled, letting out an ear-splitting screech. The spirits swarmed it, their ethereal forms merging into the crystal at its heart. With one final cry, the serpent collapsed. The curse was breaking. The last guardian's farewell. As the light faded, the ice around the sentinels began to crack. One by one, they collapsed to the ground, their eyes losing the eerie blue glow. They were free. Maiya returned to the throne room, the queen's spectral form now faint, as if she, too, was fading. "You have done what I could not," the queen murmured. "For that, I thank you." Maiya knelt before her. Eldoria must rise again. The queen gave a small, sorrowful smile. "Then take this." She extended her hand once more, and a delicate crystal formed in Maia's palm, a piece of Eldoria's lost power. "The world needs balance," the queen whispered. "And you must be its guardian." With that, her form dissipated into the wind, carried away like the last breath of winter. Maiya closed her fingers around the crystal, her heart heavy yet resolute. The battle was far from over. But tonight, for the first time in a long while, the tears that fell upon Eldoria's frozen ground were not ones of sorrow. They were tears of hope.